Let's say you've done everything right. You've saved consistently, invested wisely, and after decades of work, you finally hit that big milestone, $2 million saved for retirement. That number feels safe, solid, and like you've crossed the finish line. But here's the part most people don't realize. The number itself doesn't guarantee anything, because I've seen $2 million retirement plans fail and $800,000 plans succeed. You see, it's not about how much you've saved, it's about how your money is structured, taxed, and used once the paychecks stop. And that's where most people get it wrong. They treat retirement like a math problem, when in reality, it's a strategy problem. Hi, I'm Hank Persia, president and owner of Starboard Wealth Advisors. Over the years, I've reviewed hundreds of retirement plans, and one thing always stands out. The people who feel confident about their future aren't always the ones with the biggest portfolios. They're the ones who understand how to turn what they've built into sustainable, tax-efficient income. So today, I want to open the hood on what's really inside a $2 million retirement plan, how it's built, how it can fall apart, and the subtle mistakes that can quietly drain wealth over time. If you're preparing for retirement or already there, this should help you see your plan in a whole new light. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to watch our other videos for more clear, practical retirement insights every week. Let's get into it. Part 1. $2 million is not what it used to be where inflation is concerned. $2 million sounds like a lot, and it is. But the purchasing power of that money has changed dramatically over time. If you retired 20 years ago with $2 million, you could have safely generated around $100,000 a year at a 5% withdrawal rate and still have room for growth. Today, that same income would require taking more risk or accepting that your $100,000 buys a lot less. Inflation quietly eats away at your lifestyle, not overnight, but over decades. For example, at just 3% inflation, your $100,000 today will only buy about $55,000 worth of goods 20 years from now. So when people say, I want to retire with $2 million, I ask, $2 million in today's dollars or tomorrow's? That distinction changes everything. Part 2, it's not about the number, it's about the income. This is where most people get it wrong. Retirement success isn't determined by your balance sheet. Is determined by your cash flow plan. A $2 million portfolio can look very different depending upon how it's structured. If it's all in tax-deferred accounts like 401k or IRA, then every dollar withdrawn will be taxed as ordinary income. If part of it is in a Roth IRA or in a taxable account with long-term capital gains treatment, your net spendable income could be much higher. Let's take two retirees, both with $2 million. Retiree has 100% of their savings in a 401k. Retiree B has $1 million in a traditional IRA, $500,000 in a Roth, and $500,000 in a taxable brokerage account. Even with the same investments, retiree B may pay tens of thousands of dollars less in taxes over their lifetime because of how withdrawals are structured. So when someone says, I have $2 million saved, the follow-up question should always be, where is it? Because that determines how much you actually keep. Part 3, the withdrawal sequence is everything. The order you withdraw from your accounts can make or break your retirement. Many retirees assume they should pull from their 401k first, then taxable accounts, and save their Roth IRA for last. But depending upon your tax bracket, healthcare costs, and Social Security timing, that can be the least efficient way. A more strategic approach may be to blend withdrawals from multiple accounts each year, balancing taxable and tax-free income to stay in lower tax brackets. For example, taking $60,000 from your IRA and $20,000 from your Roth might keep you below a key tax threshold, while taking the entire $80,000 from your IRA could trigger higher marginal rates, Medicare IRMAA charges, or Social Security taxation. These are the small moves that can make a big difference over a 25-year retirement. Part 4, the spending curve most people ignore. Most people build retirement plans around a flat spending line, assuming they'll spend the same amount every year adjusted for inflation. But that's not how real life works. Spending in retirement follows what's often called the retirement smile. Higher early on, lower in the middle years, and higher again later due to healthcare or assisted living costs. Early retirement years in your 60s, we call them the go-go years, often involve a lot of travel, home renovation projects, and gifts to family, so they are often your highest spending years. Then lifestyle slows in your 70s, or the slow-go years. Then later in your 80s and 90s, the no-go years, medical and long-term care costs can push expenses back up. If your plan doesn't account for these natural spending patterns, you could end up withdrawing too much early or saving too conservatively later. A well-designed plan adjusts with you, not the other way around. Part 5, longevity risk, the silent threat. Here's another major blind spot. People underestimate how long they will live. A healthy 65-year-old couple today has roughly a 50% chance that at least one spouse will live past age 90. That means your $2 million could need to last 30 years or more. If you're using the traditional 4% withdrawal rule, that's $80,000 a year, not including taxes, inflation, or healthcare shocks. After 25 to 30 years, even modest inflation can cut your purchasing power in half. This is why building flexibility into your income plan matters, using tools like a mix of guaranteed income sources like Social Security, pensions, and annuities, growth-oriented assets to outpace inflation, and tax diversification to control how much of each withdrawal you keep. Longevity is a gift, but financially it's one you have to prepare for. Part 6, the hidden costs that eat away at returns. Even with strong savings, retirees can still lose ground if they overlook fees, taxes, or inefficiencies. Common examples can include advisory and fund expenses that quietly erode returns year after year, overly conservative portfolios that fail to keep pace with inflation, and reactive investing, or where your emotions drive your investment decisions, like selling after the market drops and then missing out on the eventual market recovery. Let's put this into perspective. A 1% fee difference on a $2 million portfolio over 25 years can cost nearly $600,000 in potential growth. That's not a rounding error. That's a year or two of retirement income lost. So it's really not just about having $2 million, it's about keeping it working efficiently. Part 7, the emotional side of enough. Finally, there's the emotional factor, one most spreadsheets can't measure. I've worked with clients who had $3 million and still worried about running out, and others with $800,000 who live comfortably because their plan fit their lifestyle and values. You see, the number isn't the goal, freedom is. Freedom from stress, from uncertainty, and from second-guessing your every withdrawal. That's what good planning gives you. When your investments, your tax plan, and your income strategy all align into a comprehensive plan, you stop asking, do I have enough? And start asking, how do I make the most of it? So what's inside a $2 million retirement plan? It's not just stocks, bonds, or mutual funds. It's decisions. Decisions about how you draw income, manage taxes, plan for healthcare, and adjust as life changes. Get those right, and $2 million can provide a long, confident retirement. Get them wrong, and even $2 million can fall short. If you're approaching retirement and want to make sure your plan is working for you and not against you, let's talk. Click the link in the description below to book a complimentary consultation, and I'll take the time to help walk you through your options. Remember, at Starboard Wealth Advisors, your financial destination is why we're here. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, make sure to watch our other videos for more clear, no-fluff retirement guidance, or contact us for a simple phone or Zoom call. Hope to see you on our next video.